Alyran, and this is my channel, Astro Compass Oracle. Welcome, and thank you for stopping by. I am going to do a very quick impromptu reading on what the fuck just happened in Idaho. Because we don't really have earthquakes here. We just had a 6.5 come in, and prior to that, I had some very strange synchronicities and symptoms. So we're going to pull some cards because that didn't feel natural, and I'm from Northern California. I've been living with earthquakes my whole life. I thought I was sick. I thought I had a problem. But I'll tell you what, when that alert came over from the sheriff through my text, I was shocked because it felt wrong. Something wrong. I don't know. We're going to pull some cards. I don't even know why I felt the compulsion to record this, but let's get the energy, see if I can get some kind of message about what the fuck just happened in Idaho. I don't know. Was that harp? Somebody messing with something? Some kind of sonic crap? Why does my third eye and my crown feel like it's under pressure right now? Under pressure. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel in reverse. Cornucopia in reverse. Door to Romance in reverse. This is probably the wrong deck. Let's get a clarifier. Soul expansion, supreme protection. Okay. Wow. Right underneath fifth chakra, Gabriel in reverse, we have suffering and silence in reverse. Why would an earthquake have to do with... I should have structured this better. Awareness. Oh. Okay. Oh. Right. So, the synchronicities. I typically always, work. One of my favorite readers ever has succinctly put into phrase exactly what I feel. And she uses this phrase, radical acceptance. This is how I live. She has gifted me with a way to actually express that. I went out today and experienced a very obvious, blatant spiritual attack. It was spiritual warfare. I thought I'd really moved past this. The whole polarized reality. But this was very pointed. It was very obvious. It was a spiritual attack. The day kind of progressed in some very weird ways with some additional synchronicities, including hearing from my mother, who I don't have a real tight relationship with, and she suddenly asked me for emergency contact information. And the virus thing's been going on a long time before this. So, and this was like an hour before. So there's some weird crap going on in it. And I think it feels a little personal right now. I mean, I'm not obviously the target of an earthquake, but that did not feel like a regular earthquake to me. And the energy was distorted. There was something fucked about the energy. And it felt sonic in some way. Like, I don't really know how to describe it, and maybe I'm crazy and wrong, but I've never felt ever an earthquake like that before, and I really feel like it's another distraction to stop people from like recognizing the truth in a situation and speaking out about it. Like it's another like nail, you know, like and it's meant to bring this awareness to the reality of spiritual attacks. I definitely have gotten complacent because I really thought that I had didn't really need to deal with that anymore because I dealt with it a whole lot. But now I realize that was school, and now we're in real life. The world just changed, and light workers just went from the training grounds to the battlegrounds. So this might be the reason I was called to do this publicly, and like instead of just do my own reading, because I would not typically be so unstructured in a reading. I didn't really know how this was going to come out. It's definitely about blocking the human collective in this area's way of communicating in denial in some way, and require this soul expansion and awareness. Okay, this is gross. I'm getting this comparison of when you're working toxins out of your body, like you get rashes and stuff as your body processes that stuff. And that is like what this is. The energies that really want things to stay the way they are, which is a lot of suppression in people, and not honoring creativity in people, and not honoring the family by structuring things so moms can have time with babies and dads can have time with babies and all that stuff, right? And so now we have all this required time to be at home with our families and work from home, and that kind of thing is going to continue. I just don't understand why it was in Idaho, right where I am. I'm actually having throat chakra issues. Getting blocked to speak this. Fuck off, whatever that is. I'll say what I want to say. 3 of Swords. That's just a lovely card. Right. Cause fear, heartbreak, negative emotions to continue to perpetuate the lower vibrational cycles that feed on those lower vibrational emotions. But why Idaho? Spirit, why Idaho? The energy feels off, going on record. There's something about it. And I'm having a lot of trouble with my throat chakra all of a sudden. And right before this, I was pulling the Diligence card for myself, and I just saw it want to come out again. Why Idaho, Spirit? Gateway. Okay, what is Idaho the gateway to? Love? Haha. Gateway. Enchanted Valley. There are places on the planet. Oh my gosh, look at this. We got an answer. There are places on the planet where the veil between the physical realms and the mystical dimensions is especially thin. These places are called portals, vortexes, or spirit gateways. In mythology, they are revered as places where things beyond ordinary reality can occur. Mystics, visionaries, and shamans can traverse this realm and the next through these places. The Celtic tradition, or the wee folk, fairies and elves, easily move through these portals and have access to the magical places, and Enchanted Valley is the place where these portals often appear. Okay, so that makes sense because I was called to this area for a very specific reason, and I am a grid worker. So there's obviously something about the grid, and there's an energy vortex in this area, and whatever that was, and maybe some scientist will be like, it was this, and negate everything, but whatever. All I'm saying is it feels wrong, and this confirmation about this very specific place being a gateway where the veil is thin, that checks out. I vibe with that. Embracing. Right. This is probably, well, for me personally, so I'll share it with everybody, this is embracing that truth. I previously would not have done a dig deep thing like what is an earthquake. I would not have gone there. But this was jacked up and wrong in some way in these cards where it's like throat chakra, awareness, affecting abundance. I'm pissed, actually. I'm pissed. And it could be the energy, right? We've got Mars, Pluto, Jupiter square. I mean, this is not gentle energy at all. I could be just riled up over that. But I don't usually just, I mean, I don't know. And earthquakes don't scare me. I mean, shit. I grew up right next to the San Andreas Fault on the coast. Tidal waves, all kinds of nonsense. Sixth chakra. The energy of the third eye chakra supports the inner sight and intuitive abilities. Oh my gosh. So it's another confirmation of this right here. An awareness of the deeper goings on around you. So how do we tie some crazy, weird, unnatural feeling earthquake back to unity consciousness? Because at the end it still has to be that. But I mean, very obviously there are polarized forces that can affect my life, your life, all of our lives. And but I do know that the awareness of that definitely is a very strong defense. Knowledge is power. And that has never been more true than now, which is why I keep talking about getting in touch with your divine feminine energy, not because I think everybody needs to run around with flowers, because quite frankly, I have trouble with that energy, but because of its capacity to access ancient knowledge, knowing, attunement, unconditional love. Not that masculine energy can't, I don't say that, but there's a divine mother energy there. Anyways, about this earthquake. I'm going to pull one more card from this deck. I'm not too sure why. And I'm wondering if there's going to be some sort of aftershock because, oh man, my third eye is freaking vice gripped. Throat chakra wants to close. Make it a jumper spirit. Thank you. Okay. This is the 7 of Spades, and I'm actually going to take a look at the interpretation on this because this book has some interesting messages in it sometimes. Spades. The Chariot. It's the second time I pulled this card today. Triumph, an inventive solution. I'm going to take one more card. Wow. 3 of Wands in reverse. Trying to stop creation. Stop the creation of a new, birthing a new truth into reality. Spirit, let's get a card out of this deck. What's the energy behind where this came from? Right. Sleep, hypnosis, unawareness, distraction to keep people unaware of the truth. Because there's an energy portal, there's a vortex here in northern Idaho, the Panhandle area. You know, there's been at one point, there was speak of the Sandpoint area being the new Atlantis, and there's quite a collection of spiritual powerhouses in that area. I don't know if there's truth to it. I just know that I certainly got called to. I didn't find out about that till I got here. Anyway, that apparently is what the fuck just happened in Idaho. Peace out.